That is a big grand piano.
and playing it this morning is the beautiful Delta Goodrem. Good morning.
Good morning, Andrew.
Firstly, can I say how wonderful it is to be doing this with you on a Saturday.
Thank you.
This is great. And we've got a few people. Can you say hi, everyone?
Hi!
There's a few people, all at once, like a choir. There's a few people in the studio with us. We're just going to hang out for an hour or so, talk about the new album, Mistaken Identity, out on the 7th of November. Talk about some other things. How are you? I mean, it's a big weekend for you. You've got the big Arias Awards tomorrow night. You picked up 7 last year. You're up for 4 tomorrow. People may not realise that when you're involved in the Arias, there's days of rehearsals involved. How did your rehearsal go yesterday?
The rehearsal went well. You know, I'm really excited about it. Actually, it's like my first performance in Australia for a long time. Just to get up and sing Out of the Blue as the first song and just be there. It's going to be great fun. It'll be a completely different year to last year. I've got a completely different air about the whole thing.
We were backstage yesterday, James and I, doing our rehearsal for the award, and there's the Delta Goodrem dressing room, there's a Delta band dressing room, there's a Delta strings dressing room, and then there's the dressing room for Delta's choir.
Yes, right. Well, you're not meant to tell anybody that.
Well, it's a showstopper.
Well, hopefully.
Did you think, when you last played live, was it one of the last things you played was the Channel V show?
It was. Yeah. In Australia, that was like one of the last things I did performing.
That the next time you'd play live would be,
a year and a bit later.
At the Superdome. We want to play the first single, Out of the Blue. It's pretty heavy opening lyrics, mate. It hits you straight in the heart. Can you remember what happened that day that you're singing about? Do you remember, was it a hot day? What were you up to? Was you taking phone calls?
You know, I remember exactly what I was doing when I wrote it. And I was sitting down with Guy Chambers at the piano, and there was lots of glass windows. We'd written 3 songs before this that were in a studio, and it was really mundane, really structured. It didn't feel right. So we went to this place, and it's Villa in his hotel. And then and I said I wanted to be really honest and start from the beginning, and we sort of did exactly that, saying a new beginning, a new chapter of my life, and started the day when I thought it could be my last. So it was really something I said, okay, well, I didn't think it would be my first single, but all of a sudden how it evolved and people started taking to it around me.
And what was the first bit of the song you came up with? Was it?
Well, it was literally, I think it was definitely, just to jump over here, that... I'm going to go to that Family and Friends. That's one of my favourite bits in there. Family and Friends, they were my life. Da, 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 da. Having that, I like that old, kind of, I'm not going to say Beatlesy, but Beatlesque, but that sort of old school. Da, 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 because I've written all these intense songs that I wanted one that was a little bit more, you know what, I'm still singing, let's go, Out of the Blue, here, this is great, we're writing music, so...
And do the doody-do-do-do-dos, they eventually become words?
Exactly.
How many syllables do I need?
Exactly.
All right,
family and friends. Yeah.
Well, let's hear the finished product. This is the first single off Mistaken Identity. This is Out of the Blue. This is Take 40 Australia. Salutes Delta Goodrem. We're live across Australia. That was really nice, Delta.
Thanks, Andrew. New beginning.
This is Take 40 Australia. Salutes Delta Goodrem live across Australia from Sony Music Studios. I'm Andrew. That's Delta.
Hi there.
Are you singing along to your own songs, playing along to them?
I was I? No.
Yeah, she so was.
I was not only singing along, Andrew, I was harmonising.
They just don't want to dob you in. Now, you were saying that when you heard that song, you were visualising how it's going to be when you play it in concert. I mean, playing a live tour is something that bands do pretty much straight after the album's released. You never had the chance. Exactly.
That's something I really felt that I've just missed out on. So I really can't wait to go. Now we'll have 2 albums worth of material, so I can get up there and really, I've planned really exactly how I want to do each song, and we're talking about how I'd like to do predictable and have like some interludes and just stop it and start it and just lots of things. I'm so excited because I just want to give back to everybody that has my songs and in their homes and say, let's come into my world, into the entertainment centre, wherever, and let me sing them for you, and you sing with me.
Have you drawn stage plots? Have you thought of
I've done all of that, yes. I have. Seriously, I have a book, and I have a little stage drawings, and I have little butterflies all over it, and they're like, Doctor, how much do you think this will be? I don't care, just make it unbelievably spectacular,
That is sensational. A lot of the songs pretty much every song that I hear that you've written seems to come somewhat from a personal experience.
Yes.
How does the song travel from, I got a phone call that made me sad, to here's a song on the radio? How does that happen?
It's like I really can't sing a song that I haven't experienced before. I mean, every single song, there's actually something that's gone on, and there's a reason why I've written it, because, I mean, I have to connect with it. If I don't connect with it, then I don't think anybody else could connect with it. I mean, you can on the odd occasion. I think lots of things sneak through, but I think if you really believe in that very moment when you're writing it, and you're being really super duper honest, and you put it to words and you put it to music, and somehow it all flows together, then I think it's amazing what can happen and what to talk about. I mean, I have to write it personally. And the thing is about this second album is that I guess lots of people know maybe a little bit more about what's happened. On the first album, no one knew what I was talking about. All they knew is that there was these songs that I was being really honest about, but they don't know exactly what I meant by in my own time. I mean, a completely different story to that. But now it's like I'm starting songs and they're going, because she was sick, she's talking about this, or because she met somebody in her life, that's why she's talking about this. So I guess people know a lot more about my journey. In this album, I didn't hold back in telling my thoughts and feelings into it at all. And I know that's kind of a bit scary, but at the same time, it's easy. It's the only way you can write.
I'm sure it's the thing that makes people connect with you a lot more, though, if you're much more honest in your music.
Absolutely.
And Mistaken Identity, the title track from the album we're about to play exclusively.
Yeah, it is. It's like the first time. Oh, yay!
First time ever.
My favourite song on the album, sorry.
Oh, cool. Where did this song come from?
This song came from, literally, I'd written this whole piano piece. Hang on, I'm making lots of jangling noises. Thank you, Andrew.
I'll just grab your jewellery then.
I literally had written this whole I'd done this whole piano piece, and I called it, that's called Mistaken Identity. Now, from there we sort of built up, and I kept going, and really just started humming along to it. And I took it to my friend Vince, my dear friend, and we both went there, and we put down the demo of the music, and it was called Mistaken Identity. So it was a piano piece I'd composed, and it's called Mistaken Identity. And then when I went over to America for a while, I started to really reflect on the whole year and everything that had gone on, and decided, why am I calling this Mistaken Identity, and what does it mean to me? And I realized, from even looking at old photos with the long golden hair and everything, and I thought, you know what, like, I want to talk about this and saying it's a mistaken identity now, because I feel so different, and it kind of started from there. Well, so it's my favourite lyrics in the whole album.
Favourite lyrics, favourite song. It's the title track from the new album.
Yes, that's right.
This is Mistaken Identity. This is Take 40 Australia. Salute Delta Goodrem. I feel very privileged to do this.
Oh.
Salute Delta Goodrem. Live around the country. I might just put that camera away. That was an inappropriate camera shot.
Andrew's brought his handycam out.
Come on. I'm shooting for Channel V here. I didn't mean that Ulra raise over that big. Come on. Mistaken Identity, that's the title track from the album, out on the 7th of November.
Yes.
The second album from you, Delta Goodrem. As I just said before, the vocal range that you're putting out in those songs is really, it's at the limits of as far as being able to hold. They're incredible notes that you're hitting. And obviously your voice is a thing you hold very dear to you, and an incredible expressive tool. There was a time last year when you couldn't sing at all. Obviously, like, you're the kind of person that would sing every moment of the day, and then for months you couldn't sing. That's
right. I mean, it's exactly like an athlete being out for a while, and it's getting your voice back, being fit and healthy, and making sure that you can sing the notes that you want to sing, and make sure you've got your scale from there to there, and make sure that you've got your range working, and really tapping into your tone.
So when you couldn't sing for yourself, like even just humming around the house, just going from place to place, you immersed yourself in other people's music?
I did. I definitely listened to other people's music all the time. I really got to know other artists and tried to broaden my appeal of music and my range of what I listened to, and it was really interesting to sort of sit back and have a listen to other people's songs and watch other artists going out there, and while I was just at home, and I realized even more so that music's what I love, and that's what I'm passionate about, and that's what I'm meant to do.
So did it change the way that you thought that people appreciated your own music when you had nothing to do but kind of sit around all day just digging CDs?
Did I what? Sorry?
Did it change the way that you thought people appreciated your music?
Yeah, completely. I mean, goodness me, I think when someone comes up to me and says, you know what, like, Launch Try really helped me at a time when I really needed it, I go, you know what, I really understand that, and I could say that I understand that before, but now I really understand that. It's a different empathy that you feel, and it's a different sort of you know what songs can really make a big difference.
So what songs in particular remind you of that time when you were kind of housebound?
Oh, goodness, you know, like I kept listening to Calling All Angels, like Private Nation Train, the album Train. I listened to John Mayer a lot. I seem to listen to a lot of male vocals. I like to, because I felt maybe when I was listening to the female vocals, like, I want to be singing right now, and I really want to get up there. So. And
you're really into Maroon 5 at the moment. Why?
I am. Maroon 5, Keen, because, I don't know, I'm just enjoying their songs that they're bringing out.
Well, I think we should play one.
Please do.
She Will Be Loved.
What's the stories of these?
Take 40 Australia salutes Delta Goodrem. This is one of Delta's favourite songs. We'll be back in a moment to play some piano. Can you teach me something in a moment?
I shall believe.
Take 40 Australia salutes Delta Goodrem.
Thanks to BigOnMusic.com.
We are live from Sony Music Studios in Sydney on this beautiful Sydney Saturday afternoon. Delta Goodrem and a very big Yamaha grand piano.
Sitting right next to us.
You've been in this business for yonks now.
I have.
Something like 12 or 13 years you've
That's
been
right.
in showbiz.
Mm-hmm.
What was the first song you wrote? Well, how old were you?
The first song I wrote was probably, I was about 9, 10, and then started recording them when I was about 12.
Now, you refused flatly when I asked you on Channel V to tell me what the song was about. You have a piano right now. You cannot refuse.
No.
Play me the first.
Song I ever wrote?
The first, even just the piano bit.
Oh my God.
Okay, what is it?
Well, there was, I can't decide whether there was two. I remember, that's like, it was like something like Raindrops Fall was one of the songs. It was like, raindrops fall. Like, Andrew, stop looking at me like that. And then it went something like, no, okay, there was that one, or there was like, raindrops fall like shadows of my tears. I can't even remember it, but that was my first song I wrote, and then there was lost for words and now I'm there. Oh gosh, I can't remember it. It was my first song I ever wrote. So, does it know what you mean to say? Doesn't come out so lost for words. That was my first song.
That's incredible. How was that?
That's terrible.
No, my God, Delta, that's right. I can see your mum giggling like she's heard that song a million times.
Like, oh my God, I've heard that song so many times.
She
Raindrops fall and lost for words. Anyway.
The relationship between you and your mum is something that
Yes.
I can barely fathom how close you guys are and how strong you are together.
Yes.
Tell me about the relationship between you and your mum.
Well, we've definitely been through a lot together, and we really, it's like a relationship where I love my mum and I respect my mum, and she really respects me, and we have a lot. We go like every single day there's something going on. There's always something dramatic happening. There's always something exciting, or all the opposites. And she's still got my brother to look after too. So she didn't choose the music industry, but she's been doing an amazing job helping me and supporting me. So I'm very fortunate to have my mum alongside that.
And what's
my
her
sidekick?
Your sidekick? Does she?
Goodrem Senior, we call her.
I call her Mrs. Goodrem always.
You do.
And I always wear a suit when I meet her. That's why I'm wearing one today. So what's her reaction when you play her new songs? Like, for example, when she first heard Born to Try, did you say, "Hey, Mum, check this one out"?
Yeah, completely. Born to Try and all the songs, like, because I was at my home in Sydney, and literally, like, I have a really big microphone that goes over the whole house. It's great acoustics, and they can't really escape it when I'm at home. They have to listen to me and listen to new songs. Or sometimes, like, Dad will be walking past and be like, "I like that idea, Delta." Or I keep walking and trying to be like, "You suck! Stop playing!" But other than that, I was Born to Try was that song where literally it was a song that just flowed, and it was like something was really special in the whole room, and all of a sudden I just those chords. And I played. We'd done the whole song top to bottom within really half an hour. It was really got really comfortable with Arias. He was at the piano, and I was just standing there singing, doing everything that I believe in. And then it just something about it. It was like the words really came from my heart and soul, and it just flowed. And I remember saying, "Mom, Dad, Trent, you guys listen to this," and people were like, "Yeah. That's a great song."
And we're sitting in the room in Sony Music Studios in Sydney where you recorded this song. What do you remember?
That's right. This is the room Arias was sitting at the piano, and I was standing up, and Todd in there, he was recording it, and we literally had an hour to do it because I had to go off and go to do a promo, I think, some promo, and it was like, get it done, and Todd, we'd recorded 3 songs before that on another day, and we came back, and lucky we even got it done for that hour. We sang top to bottom. Todd, like, I cut in the harmonies for them. All that you see is me. So we cut in the harmonies for that, and it was such a special moment. Just the demo was like, I just love it. It's a very special song to me.
And
so we did it in here, just stood here and sang it.
In this very room. So what do you remember about, that day and like hitting?
The day of writing it was just, we were having fun. You know what?
Yeah.
When you do music for music, you're not writing it to write a hit. You're not writing it to think this is going to be great on radio or anything like that. You just write it because it's music and it's really touching your soul. So when we came in here and we just recorded, I remember standing there and we shut our eyes and just visualized all the places we wanted to be singing, Born to Try in, and that's what I did. I stood in this room and visualized all these amazing things and amazing places to sing this song because I felt so connected to it.
Rightio. That's
sorry. Am I talking too much? Am I getting lined up on live radio?
No, you're allowed to do anything you like. You can tell me as much as you like about writing
when you
songs.
start me talking about the writing process, I can't stop talking about it.
No, that's cool. Well, okay, on the new album, Mistaken Identity, which is out on the 7th of November.
Yes.
A little too late.
Mm-hmm. Now we're going into a lighter note.
On a lighter note. Well, okay. Well, before we talk about that.
Right.
I'm not being sycophantic when I say this because every single person I've met who's spoken to you will tell me the same thing when I talk about that I'm going to do this radio thing with you. They say she is the most honest, open, positive woman that I've ever met in my existence, and I want to do anything for her. How do you isolate yourself from the cynicism and ego that often occurs in this industry? And how do you maintain that integrity when, as soon as you achieve, like what happened after the Arias last year, as soon as you achieve the success, people are like, oh, I want a piece of that.
Yes.
How do you still be this person when people are trying to cut you down?
You couldn't be truer to that. Lately I've had lots of people trying to cut me down, and behind closed doors I've had so many people like betraying me, and so many people on this next album and everything, and it's been really hard. And you know what, I know some people might get like, I think people get sick of saying, she's a nice girl, whatever, and you go, what, you know what, I just want to live every single day and be a good person, and if there's something wrong with that, then I'm really sorry. But I also just think, the people that are trying to do that, then I think everything comes back to you, and I think, if you want to be nasty about it and people do that, you know what, I love music, so I'm going to stick to my music, and that's what I do. That's how people got to know me in the first place, so this is how they're going to get to know me again through the second album.
It's a difficult path you've chosen to maintain. Because it's very easy to slip down that alley.
Oh, completely.
Of being cranky.
Being cranky.
Being cranky.
From 6 o'clock wake-ups and talking to people like you, Andrew, in the mornings. When you're so happy and it's like, good morning, here we are on Nova. I'll be like, good morning.
Well, tell me about A Little Too Late. Tell me about the song.
A Little Too Late is a song that's basically about... oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. A song about saying, I just want to be loved, I just want to be heard, be lost in the feeling, standing here, and just kind of, it's got cheeky lines in the verses and saying, they say I'm a little too young to understand. Oh, there's a line in the second verse like, they say that I'm a little too lost without you here, that I'm a little too soft and too sincere. It's just fun.
You cheeky never.
It's really good fun.
This is Take 40 Australia salutes Delta Goodrem. We're live across Australia. We'll be right back. This is Take 40 Australia salutes Delta Goodrem. How's the studio audience? You doing okay? You feeling all right? We're live across the country from Sony Music Studios here in Sydney on this Saturday afternoon. I'm Andrew. I'm here with Delta and a grand piano, and you're taking me through the ins and outs of writing the songs off the new album, Mistaken Identity. How did that one we just heard come about?
That one was so funny because it was so much fun. Again, like, it was one of the do-do-do-do-do. That whole thing was, we were playing like Gary Barlow and Elliot Kennedy, who I wrote with on the first album. We were sitting there and literally I was sort of like, he was strumming the chords and I started doing these shoulder moves. I was like,
there's a shimmy going on, by the way. Slightly like the videos with Pat Benatar's Love as a Battlefield. I think that's the dance move I got equated to.
Thanks.
Oh, it's a great move. Come on, I do it all the time.
Anyway, so it started to be just that do, and I was like, I'd written all these intense songs, and this one I just want to say, you know what, I'm still singing, and how exciting is this? And that was it.
You're working with some incredible people all around the world.
Yes.
As you go from time zone to time zone, is it hard to remember the girl from Sydney who loves the Swans? And
no, I'm exactly the same.
Yeah.
I'm exactly the same girl. I hopefully I've just grown and learning I'm learning all the time. I'm still learning. I'm still 19 and turning 20 in a month. Yay! Out of the teens. No, not that. That's good actually. But
what are you trying to say, Delta? I'm 30. All right. What are you trying to say about getting old here?
No, I'm just saying. Like it's just. Yeah, I'm still. I love football still. I love everything like that. So.
What are you going to do for your birthday?
Something really basic, like go out to lunch with my friends or something. That's it.
When's a rock star life going to occur? Come on, Delta. When's it going to happen?
One day, maybe.
One day. Are you going to save it?
You're a rock star. You can be a rock star for me, all
Save
right?
the extravagance for the live show, are you?
Exactly. Oh, I completely am, actually.
You totally are.
I really am.
You're totally going to save the extravagance for the live show. Now, in the last year, it has been, a lot will be said about what's happened since, last July, 8th of July, if I'm not mistaken.
That's exactly right.
2003. One of them is, I don't know about you, but you. Everyone in the room here, everyone in that studio over there, all those people probably have a hard enough time holding down an intimate relationship, just generally, trying to maintain, an integrity with, this is how I feel about you, let's do this together, I said I'd be there on time and I'm not, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
How is it trying to hold down a relationship with cameras pointed at you from every shape and form, trying to get overseas and then having cameras pointed at you anywhere? How is that? What do you want people to know?
What do I want people to know?
What do you want people to know about trying to have a relationship while everyone's looking at you?
I mean, it's not easy for anybody to have a relationship, like you said, and let alone sometimes, I guess, when he's under the cameras. But you know what? That's part of my job, and I sort of take that as long as I'm on my best behaviour and everything's okay. Like I honestly, there's nothing to hide, but you just have to make sure that you do keep something private for yourselves and just still enjoy life and not worry about it so much.
What about when you're out and about and the people scream from car windows, Zelda?
That's right. I just go, hi there. Have a good day.
Do they come up to you and do people can you go to the supermarket?
Yes, that's like if there's any shopping, that's my favourite because there's food everywhere. So but you know what? I guess generally people are pretty nice and generally people are very lovely actually.
Yeah.
And I love chatting to people and when they come up to me and say hello and.
But when it takes you half an hour to get from aisle 3 to aisle 8, even you were just running a 5-minute trip, do you go, dude, I've really got to go?
Maybe, but I've always got time. I've always got an extra minute. I've always got an extra 5 minutes.
Oh, always.
For people.
And you did a 9-hour signing once to prove
That's
it.
right. I started writing a song about that actually.
All right.
Saying that
You've
8-hour shopping centre signing.
As we said before, you've been in this for a very long time.
Yes.
So far to this day, this Saturday, what's the thing that you are most proud of?
Oh goodness, there's lots of things I'm really proud of, and lots of things, of course, that I always can learn from. But the Arias last year, I guess because it's Aria times, that's what I think of. The Arias last year was such an unbelievable night, and it was such a special moment. And just like Darren Hayes singing, or just being there and seeing everybody, seeing everyone's faces, and just just even getting to the Arias, it was just such a special time. But what I get most proud of is writing the music and writing songs that I really want to share with people.
And how did you start writing Be Strong, the song we're going to play to take us out?
Well, Be Strong was... I'll switch my phones over here.
Yeah.
Be Strong was a song that I had a song I wanted to help other people because I know that from my experience I really felt that maybe the reason why this happened was because I could help other people, and if I could just help one kid find an early diagnosis of something that I'd had, if I could just help one person feel not alone when they're going through a dramatic time in their life, then I thought that that was maybe why I was doing this.
What was the first bit that came to you?
Well, literally the title again. It was Be Strong, and I wanted to tell people to be strong and just to hang on, and that was where it came from. It was like just asking questions, lots of questions, and then. Sorry, you're going to say
I'm
something?
just getting comfortable.
Getting comfortable. Is everyone comfy over there? Yes? Okay. It's like, they swim in a stream in oceans of blue. Do you feel like you're sinking? Then we dropped down into the pre-chorus, which was something like, when you can't take it, you can make it. And the chorus is just really basic, just saying, 'cause when you're in your darkest hour, then hang on and be strong. Kind of the chorus just saying, be strong. Just really telling people, it was just like, hang on, be strong. And I really wanted to be pretty poignant. It's those questions at the start that just say, are you swimming upstream? Are you sick of everything? Well, I know what you're thinking. Please hang on and be strong.
Did it work for you guys?
Something like that.
Oh, that's.
Excuse my singing this afternoon. Lots of practice for the Arias. It's getting me a little croaky.
Well, not okay. So the Arias tomorrow night, as we said at the start of the show, it's going to be a spectacular, a bit of a teaser as to what we're looking forward to the tour to be.
Yes.
When do you think? When do you think you're going to tour?
I don't think I'm allowed to say exactly the
look,
month. Am I allowed to say when I'm touring? People.
Hang on, Team Delta's conferring.
Team Goodrem.
Team Goodrem.
Is no one paying attention? June? Okay, so I think it's June next year.
June next year.
So it was the 6th, so January, February, March, April, May, June.
And so you're up for 4 awards tomorrow night?
Yes, I am.
I hope you win Best Pop Award, because that's the one James and I are presenting. So
that would be nice.
But we don't know.
You presented me a award last year.
I did. That was very exciting. I've had a hard time getting the envelope open. But, so you're looking forward obviously tomorrow night because you get to play and you get to.
Yes, I really am. Get dressed up again and.
What are you wearing? You're not going to tell me, are you?
No.
Give me some words to describe what you're wearing on the red carpet.
I have no idea.
You so know it. You went to the dressmaker before. What's some words to describe it? Sparkly? Because it was pink last year. Everything was pink last year. It's green. No, it's not.
Well, actually, it's a white suit with a pink T-shirt underneath.
I can't tell you how fashionable that is. I mean,
I'm wearing it tomorrow night.
You have to get
and
it
I'm wearing
off
a
me
shirt like Andrew G.
I'm sure I speak for everyone here to say that this has been an incredible experience. Thank you so much for taking time out of your incredibly busy schedule to take us through so intimately the songs on Mistaken Identity. It's been an absolute pleasure, darling.
Thank you.
So good to see you again. This has been Take 40 Australia. Salutes Delta Goodrem. Hope you've enjoyed it.
Take 40 Australia salutes Delta Goodrem.